Unlike some competitors, this car is presented in only one version, with a standard wheelbase and 5 seats. Some manufacturers offer even longer versions and 7 seats. Despite the fact that C-Max bodies are galvanized, it is still quite possible for corrosion to appear in certain places. See weaknesses. As a preventive measure, experts advise using front mudguards, a protective anti-gravel film. The luggage compartment of the car is quite roomy. Its traveling volume of 460 liters is one of the largest among competitors. The interior of the compact van quite normally accommodates 5 crew members. Branded systems for transforming the internal space of different versions differ. For the basic systems, the system includes only folding and removable rear seats, and for more expensive ones, it also has a sliding design of the side seats, in which the interior becomes 4-seater. See photo. Then there is a huge supply of legroom in the back. It is a pity, however, that the creators forgot to equip the chairs with adjustable backrests for the angle of inclination. A feature of the cabin ergonomics is that the rear seats are set high, and people 1.8 m tall and taller will rest their heads on the ceiling. Expensive versions, in addition to good equipment, will please their owners with the presence of convenient folding tables on the backs of the front seats and a large number of pockets, niches, and glove compartments of various sizes under the feet of the rear passengers, at the top and bottom of the dashboard, as well as 3 boxes, including a cooled one, in the center armrest. However, domestic operating experience made it possible to identify weaknesses in the cabin. See resource and repair. The C-Max engine range includes petrol and diesel engines. In the Ukrainian market, the most widely used petrol versions are 1.6 and 1.8 liters. Diesel engines are much rarer. Among gasoline power units, 1.6 and 2.0 liter engines turned out to be more reliable. 1.8 liter engines may have increased oil consumption, up to 1 liter per 1,000 kilometers. The reason is the occurrence of piston rings. According to the motorists of the company's service, the problem is caused by the sensitivity of this engine to fuel quality and the occurrence of soot due to incomplete combustion of low-octane gasoline. In this case, the repair of the power unit is required. In all gasoline engines, problems with the throttle are possible. Its malfunction is manifested by unstable operation of the motor. Sometimes it was possible to restore the damper to working capacity by cleaning, and if this did not help, it was necessary to change it. A feature of most gasoline-powered vehicles is that the fuel fine filter is made together with the pump, with the exception of 2.0-liter versions. Of the diesel versions, it is best to opt for the C-Max with a 1.8-liter engine. Mechanics claim that the 1.6-liter engine is short-lived and by 100,000 kilometers the cylinder piston group may wear out, which is manifested by increased oil appetite. However, there is a weak point in the 1.8-liter engine. This is the EGR valve. Over time it becomes clogged. A malfunction is manifested by increased opacity of exhaust gases and a burning check engine light on the instrument panel. A common problem for all diesel engines is the loss of tightness of the rubber pipelines for supplying air to the turbine and ventilation of crankcase gases. They crack over time. The gas distribution mechanism of many power units is equipped with a belt, which the manufacturer recommends changing along with the rollers every 160,000 kilometers. Although the branded service station is advised to reduce its replacement to 100,000 kilometers. At the same time, the valve clearances must be checked. Exception 1.6 Ltd. However, in practice, in most cases, adjustment is not required. But the timing of 1.8 and 2.0-liter gasoline engines is equipped with a durable metal chain. C-Max, equipped with mechanical gearboxes, are most widely used, while torque converters and CVTs are rare. The mechanics who consulted us called the CVT the most unreliable gearbox, the use of which Ford subsequently abandoned. Bearings failed in it for a run of 60 to 90,000 kilometers. This malfunction was manifested by increased noise of the gearbox when the vehicle was stationary. The most trouble-free were automatic transmissions and mechanical ones with the MTX 75 index. In addition, a mechanical gearbox with an IB5 index was used, in which some characteristic problems were identified. So, over time, it sins with the loss of tightness of the axle shaft seals and the gearshift rod. If you do not notice the loss of lubrication in a timely manner, the fifth gear may fail. It suffers first of all. This problem will be reported by hum while driving. The reverse gear of this manual gearbox is not equipped with the shaft brake mechanism, so it often turns on with the characteristic crunch. Although this is not a malfunction, such as the design feature of the mechanics. By a run of 80,000 kilometers, the thrust bearing of the right axle shaft may become unusable. The hydraulically actuated clutch works without problems. Despite the high body, the C-Max rides and handles almost the same as a regular car, thanks to the moderately stiff but energy-intensive suspension, rear, multi-link with passive steering effect, inherited from the Focus. However, characteristic problems also migrated from him. For example, the wheel bearings of both axles do not have a very long service life and can buzz to a mileage of 80,000 kilometers. The weak points of the front suspension are shock absorbers, which can sweat profusely with oil after a run of 60,000 kilometers, and strut bearings, they can start to crunch after 40,000 kilometers. The rest of the consumables of the chassis are quite durable. Ball bearings and silent blocks of the front levers can run about 150,000 kilometers. The gum of the rear multi-link suspension, almost 200,000 kilometers. Many branded running gear parts are changed as an assembly with levers, but non-original consumables can be purchased separately. The rack and pinion steering of many C-Max versions is equipped with hydraulic booster. A characteristic weak point of this unit is the power steering high-pressure pipe, which loses its tightness at the junction with the pump. The steering of expensive versions is equipped with an electric power booster that changes the degree of gain depending on the speed of movement. The mechanics have no comments on the reliability of this unit. Tie rod ends in all versions nurse for at least 100,000 kilometers. There are no claims from servicemen into the brake system of the car. By the way, the expensive versions of Ghia also have brakes with an electric feature, an electric handbrake. During operation, this node does not create problems. We would recommend the C-Max model, first of all, to fans of the Ford brand who need a spacious and at the same time functional car. Thanks to these qualities, this car is perfect for family people, including young people. They will like its pretty good driving characteristics. If you are interested in this compact van, we recommend that you take into account the problem areas identified during operation and, when choosing a car, pay attention to more reliable versions.